For Wednesday, the 22nd of November 2023, this is 4:13 AU with the latest on the national weather scene. BOM Meteorology has issued a top priority severe weather warning for damaging winds for the lower west, southwest districts in Western Australia. Damaging wind gusts are expected across the hills and foothills of the lower west, southwest division. Low pressure system off the Geraldton coast will combine with a strong high pressure system to the southeast of the state to produce a gusting east to northeasterly airstream over parts of the warning area. Strong east to northeasterly winds averaging 50 to 60 kilometres an hour with damaging wind gusts of around 90 kilometres an hour, likely over parts of the southwest of the state. Winds are expected to ease below warning threshold mid-afternoon. Locations: Armidale, Harvey, Kalamundra, Midland and Pinjarra. BOM Meteorology has also in place a top priority severe thunderstorm warning for heavy rainfall for Queensland's central west forecast district. Slow moving thunderstorms producing heavy rainfall in the central west. Line of thunderstorms has developed along a trough to the northwest of Longreach and remains slow moving to the east and northeast. Severe thunderstorms likely to produce heavy rainfall, flash flooding in the warning area over the next several hours. Locations which may be affected include Longreach and Eversham Station. There's also a flood warning for the Moonee River here in Queensland. Here's a look at storm probabilities from 10 AM through to 2200 hours Thursday. Information at the top and bottom of the screen. That's storm probabilities. And we have a look at the winds at the 850 millibars level. Each of these images are pre-hourly. There's also a heat wave warning for Queensland's peninsular coast, and no warnings for the state of New South Wales or Victoria. A heat wave warning remains in place for the Northern Territories, Tiwi and Arnhem districts. No warnings for Tasmania. And there's a strong wind warning for the Perth, Leon, Albany and Esperance coasts over in Western Australia. Now, the level of instability is increasing, especially the northwest WA coast, northern area of WA, Kununurra, up on the Northern Territory, Western Australia border, and you can clearly see how the instability level is in the purple and pinkish bright, and the storm activity is to continue through till at least Monday. There's some nice rainfall totals being received. Now, pressure and precipitation, and as mentioned, each of these images are free hourly. The precipitation value is at the bottom of the screen left hand corner, and as mentioned last week, we are to see in excess of 250 millimeters of rain. Also keeping an eye on the tropical scene, probably an area of interest to come on the radar in about 10 weeks. 10 days I should say, not weeks. Now we're edging towards the Christmas period, but look at the western corner of New South Wales, and Victoria is expected to see some of this rainfall activity probably by the weekend. Now here's a look at the Bureau Meteorology's total forecast of rain. There are 3 slides, days 1 to 4, 5 to 8, 1 to 8, and look at that sea of green. And as mentioned, it's going to go down into Victoria, and looks like the eastern part of South Australia is to see much needed rain. So whilst we're in a El Nino type event, it is completely different, but I'm loving the cooler conditions. The fire threat has decreased, which will be good news to our firefighters nationally, but unfortunately Western Australia is to experience ongoing heat. 25 for Sydney, 17 in Melbourne, 26.7 Brisbane, Perth 30, 21.1 Adelaide, 17.5 in Hobart, 21.8 Canberra, 31.7. They're the current capital city temperatures at the time of doing this video update. And unfortunately no rain has been recorded since 9 AM daylight saving time and Eastern Standard Time. Now we'll have a look at the GFS model. It's pressure and wind. Partly cloudy for Sydney, sunny afternoon Melbourne, shower or 2 again for Brisbane, sunny for both Perth, Adelaide, mostly sunny for Hobart, partly cloudy for both Canberra and Darwin. And I'm keeping an eye on the New South Wales northeastern corner, but offshore, for a low pressure system to come on the radar. Probably the southeast Queensland, Gold Coast area down into northern New South Wales, and then tracking southeast. So that was the GFS model, and here's the ECMWF. Cyclone phase diagram. This ECMWF. This is the load that I'm indicating. And again, it's the GFS model. Precipitation, the picture really hasn't changed, but it's good to see the cooler conditions and much needed rain. Countryside was extremely dry, the grass browning. But as I said, the Bureau's forecast the rain just to see it green. But looking at this particular model, even though it's out to 384 hours, the area in yellow, and as I mentioned, the picture really hasn't changed.